So my question was, how do you know from the equation of an exponential function that the graph will be increasing or decreasing? I honestly probably didn't have to explain this, but I did because my answer probably would have been only 30 seconds and I wanted to make it a little bit longer. So when we describe a graph for an exponential function as increasing or decreasing, it's sometimes referred to as the graph is experiencing exponential growth, which is the graph increasing, or exponential decay, which is the graph decreasing. So how I define exponential growth is as x increases, y increases at a rate proportional to the original y. And then for exponential decay, as x increases, y decreases at a rate proportional to the original y. So when I talk about rate, that is like the proportion between x and y, or if you're looking at the graph, it's the change in y over the change in x. So for linear functions, you're multiplying x by a constant amount, m, which is the rate. So y is increasing or decreasing at a constant rate. For exponential functions, you're raising a base to an x power. So the base is the rate, and because you're raising it to a certain power, y is increasing or decreasing at a growing or decaying rate. So b, or the rate, is how you'll tell if a graph is increasing or decreasing. So the way I sort of think of it, so if I start off with like 10 frogs, and then every day the number of frogs double. So I have 20 frogs the next day. The rate would be 10 frogs. The rate would be 10 frog increase in a single day. Now, the next day after that, I would have 40 frogs because the population changed from 10 to 20 from the previous day. Because my population changed, the rate changed. So that day, the rate would be 20 frog increase in one day. So this example would be an example of exponential growth. So as I touched upon in my previous slide, the base of the exponent is the indicator on whether the graph will experience growth or decay. So for exponential growth, if the base is larger than 1, you'll see the graph grow or increase. So in my graph to the right, I use the base of 2. And then for exponential decay, if the base is larger than 0 but less than 1, it will see decay or a decrease. So my other graph to the right, I use the base of 1/2. And that's it. Does anyone have any questions?